All right, Miles, let's move on to the Chicago Bears here for a little bit. This is a team, as we know, has had one heck of an offseason. They made a lot of really big moves, but everyone understands this team is going to go how Justin Fields is going to go. That's just the reality of the situation, especially in NFL, so quarterback driven. And that's why we think we got some really great news involving Justin Fields out of Bears mini camps and OTAs. I think is a huge sign for them going into 2023.
Yeah, Nick, I think Justin Fields is really just kind of shaping up to be a really strong leader of this Bears team. But speaking of strong leaders, there's been a lot throughout the history of the Chicago Bears. So that's why I want to ask today in the comments below, Bears fans, let us know, who do you think the strongest leader or a guy that you liked as a leader in the Chicago Bears history has been? Who's a guy who really took up that leadership role really well on the Chicago Bears? Let us know in the comments below. But Nick, let's get on into it. I'm sure everyone wants to know, how is Justin Fields shaping up?
Yes, there's a lot of good Justin Field news so far. We'll go ahead and throw up the first report. This is actually a tweet from NFL Rookie Watch. It's a good account to follow, by the way. A lot of great NFL news on it. But this is from the tweet directly. Justin Fields is reportedly miles ahead of where he was last year at the conclusion of minicamp. One NFL scout recently said he would be shocked if Fields isn't an MVP candidate. Obviously, high praise. Fields has reportedly been training with Michael Vick throughout the offseason. Many NFL scouts reportedly believe Fields has a chance to statistically surpass Trevor Lawrence. Again, high praise. Lawrence was really good last season for the Jacksonville Jaguars. A huge year coming up for the Bears' first-round pick from 2021. All right, Mike, so that's obviously a lot of good news involving Justin Fields. But one of the things I look for in these situations, because this is really one or I guess two data points here involving Fields, I always look for corroborating evidence. I always look to see multiple sources to see if a player really is coming along strong and really making a lot of the right strides. Because you can almost find any report anywhere that says something good about a player. So I did a little digging. This also came out of mini camps and OTA. So this is some reports from NFL scouts and things like that. Let's go into the Bears front office. And we don't have the report on the screen. I'll just read from it. Tevin Jenkins was talking about during this minicamp and OTAs how Justin Fields, his leadership has grown. He now looks like a 10-year vet. Cole Kmet, tight end Cole Kmet, has said his leadership, talking about Fields' leadership, keeps growing every day, and he's really impressed by what he's doing. And then Matt Eberflus said he's seen that leadership, talking about what Kmet brought up as well, and calls Justin Fields by far the hardest worker on the team. That's a lot of really good corroborating evidence there. You've got two players, one coach, obviously the head coach. You saddle that with these two reports involving some NFL scouts. To me, all signs are pointing to Justin Fields having a massive 2023 season. And this is a lot of great news for Bears fans. I always love when we're starting to see momentum from everybody coalescing around a player. You have teammates, you have coaches, you have scouts, you have all these reports. To me, there's so much momentum, so much proof, I'm almost willing to call it at this point, the Fields is going to have a big year, Miles. I think this is a great sign for the Bears. I'm curious what your thoughts are, but before I throw it over to you, I just want to remind everyone to stay tuned to the end of today's video to learn more from our partner of today's video, and that, of course, is Neuro. Neuro has a lot of great products that give you a fast and easy boost of energy. We love to take their mints or the gums before the show. It allows us to have the energy to talk about Justin Fields, even though we don't really need that much energy because he's such a fantastic player. But if you do need some energy, make sure you stay tuned to the end of today's video to learn more about Neuro and, most importantly, to get access to our special discount code. All right, Miles, that's enough for me. What are your thoughts on Fields and the Bears right now?
Yeah, no, we've known Fields has been on the edge of breaking out for a while now. He's had, a lot of factors stacked against him. I don't think Matt Nagy was the best coach for Justin Fields to prosper. That
Yeah.
changes. We see Eberflus come in. It's very, very different. And now he's gotten that ever important factor that we say is they need a number one, a true superstar wide receiver to lean on. You look at the Jalen Hurts comparisons. You look at Josh Allen when he gets a guy like Stephon Diggs. I mean, heck, you even look at Kirk Cousins when he had Stephon Diggs, he was great. Then he gets Justin Jefferson, he's even better. So I think Fields having a guy like DJ Moore, big win right there as well. So we've known that this is going to happen for a while now, and now I'm glad to see that the dots are getting connected together. We can finally see these kind of things coming to life. And like you said, you got to look for the corroborating evidence. So the first part of the story was, does the coach make a difference? Well, yes, a new coach made a difference. We saw substantial growth in Fields. Does the receiver make a difference? Now we're seeing throughout camp and minicamp, yep, it seems like by all accounts, Moore and Fields have had great chemistry together. They're talking. There's been stories about that constantly throughout the offseason. They've been hanging out. They've been trying to build that bond very, very solidly. And now it just shows that Fields is putting all the work in. He's been putting the work in before, but just another thing, he's still putting that work in, and it shows he's miles ahead so far. So I think this is all really good news surrounding the Bears and surrounding Justin Fields. And I think, like you said, this guy could be an MVP candidate if all of these factors, everyone stays healthy and everything lays out the way that it should.
All right, Miles, we would like to give a special thanks to our partner in today's video, Neuro.
That's right, Nick. And I want you to go with me on a journey really fast. I want you to imagine this. It's 4th and goal in the big game, Nick. Your team is relying on you to make the big time game winning play. I know you've been in this situation before, Nick. The stadium is roaring. The clock is ticking. The game is on the line. But if only in that moment you were able to have some Neuro Gum. Neuro Gum will help you stay concentrated, and it gives you a burst of energy without a nasty crash.
That's right, Miles. Neuro has thoughtfully curated ingredients and does endless lab testing, which means that you can reach the right state of mind safely and consistently. That's the most important part. It gives you a clean burst of energy and focus without the jitters of coffee or any of those other energy drinks.
That's right, Nick. And if you click our sponsor link in the description below, you can enjoy energy, calm, and focus whenever you need it.